And the Oscar goes to Cillian Murphy.
Thank you to the Academy, Chris Nolan and Emma Thomas. It's been the wildest, most exhilarating, most creatively satisfying journey you've taken me on over the last 20 years. I owe you more than I can say. Brendan Murphy, Mary Murphy, Yvonne McGuinness, my partner in life and art, my two boys, Malachy and Aaron, who are sitting up there. I love you so much. And I'm a very proud Irish man standing here tonight, so going to be in the market.
In 2005, a skinny Irish lad walks into an audition, thinking he might just become Batman.
And that same fella is standing there with an Oscar in his hand, while the very industry that brushed him off is now lining up to work with him. That man, Cillian Murphy. And here's where it gets a bit mad. While the rest of Hollywood's out there networking, smiling for the cameras, playing the game, Murphy's been doing the exact opposite, quietly building loyalty.
Before, it's been around a long time, and there's
What's going on here? I mean, I never know what you're talking about.
no, but you know what I mean.
He's been around years. Cillian, you've been around so long.
I know, still here.
What do you find humorous about this one?
I mean, his performance mostly.
Were there some other crazy moments during filming?
I did a bit of skiing, and I skied into the camera.
And let me tell you something, loyalty in Hollywood, that's rarer than a sunny day in Dublin. Today, we're getting into the 5 people he genuinely backs, and trust me, one of these is going to hit you right in the chest. Now before we dive in, think back for a second. Early 2000s. 28 days later. Those sharp eyes, that eerie calm, he stood out, didn't he? But he never chased fame the way others did.
My children think I'm ridiculous.
I think the more boring you are in real life, the less people are interested in you. So I tell people I have an extraordinarily boring life. It's actually incredibly exciting.
Even at the peak of Peaky Blinders, when Thomas Shelby had the world in a chokehold, Murphy would wrap filming and disappear straight back to Ireland like a man avoiding rent collectors. No social media, no endless interviews, just silence. And maybe that's exactly why his relationships feel different. Now here's the thing people are clocking, the pattern, right? Murphy doesn't just work with people, he connects with them properly. None of that fake "we're like family" nonsense you hear on press tours. Nah, this is real. Let's start with Emily Blunt, because they're dynamic? It's gas altogether. During the Oppenheimer press run, if you were paying attention, and I mean really watching, you'd notice something cheeky. Blunt kept poking at him. Little questions, playful digs, trying to crack that famously private shell of his. And at one point, he had to gently shut it down. Now hold on, that moment right there. That's your receipt. Because Murphy doesn't let just anyone get that close. But with her, there's this balance. She can tease him, and he won't shut her out completely. It's light, it's respectful, it's real. And that kind of chemistry, you can't fake it. But this isn't new, is it? Go back to the mid-2000s, when both of them were still carving their parks. Murphy's always leaned toward people who bring something genuine. Not loud, not flashy, just real.
If I had her in 28 Days Later, as a buddy, then maybe,
28 Days Later.
it would have been a shorter movie.
Now, Tom Hardy. This one's a bit chaotic, isn't it? Their chemistry? Electric. You saw it in Peaky Blinders. Alfie Solomons and Thomas Shelby weren't just characters. They were a full-on psychological war every time they shared a scene. But here's the tea. Hardy's known for going a bit off-script. Improvising, switching things up, keeping everyone on their toes. And Murphy, he's controlled. Precise. Like a man who's already planned 10 moves ahead. So when you put them together, it's magic, but it's also tension. The good kind. The kind that makes scenes feel alive. Now here's a little something to chew on. Word is, not all of Hardy's improvisation went down smoothly at the start. Let that sit. But instead of clashing, Murphy adapted. That's the difference. He doesn't fight the chaos, he shapes it. And over time, that turned into respect. Real respect. You saw it when Hardy was there celebrating Murphy's Oscar, glass in hand like a proud brother. No cameras needed. That's how you know it's real.
And hopefully rely on whatever sort of relationship or chemistry you have with Jamie Dornan. And unfortunately, he's a terrible knob, so that didn't exist.
How did you get into character?
Helen McCrory. This one's heavy. Because if Hardy brought chaos and Blunt brought laughter, McCrory brought heart. If you watched Peaky Blinders, you already know Aunt Polly wasn't just a character, she was the backbone. But here's what many people didn't see. Behind the scenes, during season 5, Murphy was under pressure. Long hours, emotional weight, carrying the show on his back. And McCrory, she stepped in. Quietly. No fuss, no spotlight. Just support. That's your next receipt. Because after she passed in 2021, Murphy, who barely speaks publicly, opened up in a way we almost never see. And if you read between the lines, it's clear, this wasn't just a colleague. This was someone who grounded him. Someone who understood him. And let's be honest, that kind of connection in Hollywood, nearly extinct. Now Paul Anderson, and listen, this one might not sound flashy, but don't underestimate it. Because while everyone else is hopping from one project to another, Murphy and Anderson stayed locked in for nearly a decade. 9 years. Same show. Same grind. That's not normal. And if you go back and watch their scenes, especially later seasons, you'll notice something subtle. The way they look at each other. There's history there. Not just acting. Real familiarity. Real trust. And that takes us back, doesn't it? Before the fame, before the Oscar, Murphy was just a working actor, building relationships the slow way. No shortcuts. No gimmicks. Anderson was part of that journey. And that kind of loyalty, Murphy doesn't forget. Nah. Christopher Nolan. Sure, we had to end here, didn't we? But here's the part that gets me. Murphy didn't get Batman. He lost the role. And in Hollywood, that's usually game over. You miss your shot, you move on. But Nolan, he saw something. Cast him as Scarecrow instead. Then brought him back. Again. And again. And again. That's not luck, that's belief. And here's the kicker. Whispers in the industry say Murphy wasn't even the obvious choice for Oppenheimer. Mad, isn't it? But Nolan trusted him anyway. Gave him the lead. Put the entire weight of the film on his shoulders. And Murphy delivered. Oscar in hand. Case closed. Now step back for a second, because here's where it gets interesting. In an industry obsessed with image, Murphy's entire brand is absence. No social media. Barely any interviews. No scandals. And yet, he's more respected than ever. Why? Because instead of chasing attention, he built trust. So here's the question, and I want you to really think about it before you jump into the comments. Is Cillian Murphy successful because he stayed out of Hollywood's game? Or is he just one of the very few who got away with not playing it at all? Because honestly, it could be either. And depending on how you see it, that changes everything.